strong start to 2019 for that name right there, Cleveland-Cliffs. Options traders, despite today's decline, are seeing more upside ahead. Pete Najarian joins us from Minneapolis with unusual activity. Pete.
Yeah, great to see you, Scott. Well, yeah, you mentioned Cliffs, and I'll tell you what, it's really interesting, and when this plays along with the theme we've been talking about, everything seems to be very, very short term. As a matter of fact, yesterday, it was extremely short term because the buyers we had yesterday were buying the February that expired tomorrow, the 11s and the 12.5 calls. Well, today, now they're coming back once again, but they're going the full month of February, so they're actually buying a couple of more weeks, and they're buying the 12.5 calls once again. 9 cents, 10,000 of those were bought today. They do have earnings coming up as well, so there are some catalyst potentials out there, but for 9 cents, the risk reward of something that could be very positive for Cliffs certainly looks pretty interesting to me. So I did jump in there. I'm not in the ones that expire tomorrow. I'm in the ones that actually go out for the entire expiration cycle of February. So I like what we were seeing in Cliffs, but again, very short term. Yeah. I finally have something for you, though.
Do me a favor, though.
Go ahead.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Jim Lebenthal owns Cliffs.
Oh, nice.
Slow down. All good. Jimmy.
Hey, man.
I want to get Jimmy's thought.
All right, so one big thing, the company's in the middle of a turnaround here, and I think that at this report you're going to see their book value toggles to positive from negative after a couple of years. That's going to put it on the radar screens of a lot of portfolio managers. Again, it's in a turnaround, but the real fun tomorrow when they report earnings is going to be listening to the CEO, Lorenzo Goncalves. You guys may remember that last quarter he excoriated in a way that I've never seen.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah. This is
I forgot all about that.
This is must-watch TV tomorrow. I'm telling you. I mean, how can you miss what this guy is going to say? And
you defended him.
I did. Why is that surprising? He's a really great CEO.
He defends him and picks on me for
I mean, he did go off on the analyst.
Yeah, and you'll remember I didn't like it, and I don't like it. However, this guy is going to do what he's going to do, and it's the side effect of having a very dynamic CEO who has reworked contracts, sold non-performing assets. You got to put up with that hard edge, but I can't wait to see it tomorrow.
Thank you for reminding us. I totally forgot about that. We'll see what happens. All right, Pete, what do you got next?
Okay, so I got another one for you. Finally, I've got something that's a little bit longer term, actually a lot longer term. Look at Hain Celestial. We all know the story, probably at least starting from this morning, where they missed on revenue, they missed on earnings. It was an absolutely terrible report. CEO very disappointed in what the company's doing. But is there a turnaround coming, Scott? And if so, how long is it going to take? Well, it might take quite a while based upon the options that are getting bought today because they're going all the way out to 2021. Now, the stock reaction today absolutely plummeted to a new 52-week low based upon how bad that earnings report really was. It's about $1 higher right now. But when they started buying, the stock was still in the 14s. They were buying all the way out to January of 2021, and they were buying the January 20 strike calls. 17,000 of those were bought. They were hedged with the higher strike, but that tells you that somebody feels like there is going to be a turn. It might take a while, but it's a big play that there will be a turn sometime within the next couple of years. And it's something that I thought was interesting because everything has been very short term, and now we see something like this, so I wanted to give you a long-term play as well. I actually usually stay away from this, but I like this company. I think the CEO makes a good point that there will be a turn. It might take some time, so I bought along with them. I went all the way out in January as well, and I'm going to hold on to these calls at least a year.